back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in and sit on down because today we're talking about our pets. Wow, I'd do anything for my little pupper. I'd do anything for my little kitty cat, right? We all love our pets, and hell, I think that we all agree that they're an extension of ourselves, members of our family. Not mine, dude. They're animals. But today we're talking about something very kind of interesting that I just found out about that is called a pet psychic.
I transmute energy blocks that I can feel in an animal.
Which I feel like maybe in the back of my mind, I've heard the phrase said, or maybe even in a piece of media or something, but it hasn't really come to my attention how real pet psychics are. Because we've heard of regular psychics, you know, that they read your palms or they tell you the future. I don't know what the fuck psychics do, but I didn't know that people specifically were able to speak to your pets. It blew my mind a little bit, if I'm being completely honest.
What she's sharing with me, that she has a high level of anxiety.
So without further ado, we want to get in and see just where exactly does this pet psychic thing start and where is it going? Where's it at? I need to know. Wait! Before we go back into the video, I want to thank today's sponsor, GamerSupps! And especially right now, because right now, at this current time frame, we have the Meat Canyon drop, baby. Oh, Christmas is finally here! It comes with the beautiful Meat Canyon waifu shaker cup that also I got to draw the artwork on the back. And it's a little summer themed, little spring themed cookout vibe that we have here. And it comes with the lunchbox, the nice waifu lunchbox. It is premium, baby. The artwork is amazing on the back. It even has a little heart that says Meat Canyon as well. Very good. And then also, we have a spatula available. A nice Meat Canyon spatula. A Meat Canyon apron that is reversible so you can see both sides. And if you buy the whole bundle, you get condiment bottles for free. It's a beautiful thing to start grilling up and start serving some beautiful burgers and fries, but also have a little bit of energy. Keto-friendly, sugar-free, and unbelievable taste. And especially with our flavor, raw meat. But you gotta do me a solid. You have to use promo code PAPAMEAT at checkout to get such a beautiful, luxurious deal. So please head on over to GamerSupps, check out my new drop, maybe even pick up our new flavor. It is, dare I say, the best flavor of all. And use promo code PAPAMEAT when you do, and just let them know that I sent you. All right? Thank you so much, GamerSupps. Enjoy all the beautiful, beautiful gamer energy and beautiful products. Back to the video. I mean, have you ever been in a position where you're like, you look at your dog, you're like, what are you doing? Are you okay? I think there's something wrong with them. Pet psychic's perfect for that because they'll be able to sit there, they look at the dog, fucking explode its head. They look at your dog and they're just like, your dog hates you. He fucking thinks you're the worst person ever. Fuck you. A pet psychic or animal communicator are people who claim to be able to psychically communicate with animals living or dead. But how is it done exactly, you're probably wondering. You're probably scratching your little head. It's like, how does that even work? Well, let me tell you. There are many ways people claim to communicate to animals. Some claim to use photos of the animals. Doesn't matter if they're living or dead. If they see the animal in a picture, they're going to be able to talk right to it. And others claim they need to see the animal in person or need something of value that the animal held dear, which is, I'm guessing, a bone?
Sweater?
A dog sweater? Do you think dogs like the sweaters that they're put in? I don't think they do. People who are curious to their dog's wants, needs, opinions, gender identity. Yes, these things, people are curious about it. I knew a kid one time, he left his dog out like a beautiful border collie. He was out in the yard, whatever, and a guy in a fucking Jeep just hopped out and grabbed him. And we were there on the back deck. And they're like, no, God! And they drove off. It was fucking terrible. It was horrifying. It didn't affect me the most because it wasn't my dog. I remember I had a flip phone at the time and I texted my mom. I flipped that thing open. I was like texting. I could barely do it, but I remember trying to do it, being like, should you come pick me up? Their dog just got stolen. It took me like 15 minutes to write it. And one of the last big reasons that you would have a pet psychic is just wondering why your pet does something. Maybe your pet shits all over one particular area of the room and you're like, why? Why do you do this? Lo and behold, pet psychics are here to help. There's amateur pet psychics and then there's also professional animal psychics.
And he literally said 3 times, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me.
Yeah.
On Reddit, there's r/pet psychics who infrequently post content. It's actually been a while. I don't know if the mod is dead or not, but it's there, but I don't think anyone's really running it anymore. Amateur pet psychics will give cold readings on animals based on a picture. So you could submit a picture and they would tell you how horrible you are about treating your dog. I really don't think there's many positive ones, is one I found. You know what I mean?
90% of them is, my dog died, can I talk to them?
Yeah, a lot of the posts are going to be people being like, my dog died, I want to talk to them, and they're just like, no. I can talk to him and he does not want to talk to you. You can also go on r/mediums where people claim to hear from animals seeking their people. Which, dude, I feel like those motherfuckers would just move on really quick. I mean, yeah, definitely in the afterlife. If you went away from your dog, because don't they say that dogs are like, whenever you leave them, they're like, oh, good, they're never coming back. They think you're dead or whatever. So they're already kind of moving on anyway. Every time that you leave the house, they're already grieving. I'm like, how many times can those little motherfuckers really care? All right, he's gone, he's dead again. Okay, well, how many more times are we going to do this dance? Or you can go on r/psychics, where people are asking for help for all sorts of issues with their pets. Which, let's look, I just want to see some of these. So these are all from various Reddit posts of people looking. So here's this one. A person asks, is my dog possessed by a human spirit? Okay. Is my dog possessed by a human spirit? He says, ever since I got my dog, he's always felt human-like. What does that mean? Do you actually believe that? I'm like, let's cut the shit. This is Nick's post. I just want to put this out there. The guy behind the camera, this is his post on the source. What does that mean? What do you mean your dog's felt human?
When I look at him, I feel like I'm staring at a human.
When you look at him, you feel like you're looking at a person? Okay. People might look at their dog and they're like, oh, I connect with him on a human level, but you're saying like, I see a man.
I see a person behind those eyes. I see a fucking human soul.
There is a human being inside my dog's body. All right. I don't know how to explain it, but his eyes and demeanor are very human, which I will say. The dog he's talking about is his dog Teddy. Here's a picture of him. I don't know what it's about it. I think the photo doesn't really do it justice. In person, it is a very haunting kind of like, he's cute, but at the same time, you kind of question it because you're like, I feel like I'm calling it like a human being cute. That is true. He has this 1,000-yard stare that is unsettling, and he doesn't act like a normal dog either. How does he not act like a normal dog?
Never wags his tail, he never barks.
That is so haunting. If that's actually true, that is so fun. A dog who has never once wagged his tail. Can you imagine that? Never barks, it's just quiet, he just stands. He's very calm and serious looking all the time. He never wags his tail and is stoic. The vet says that's just his personality, but I've never seen a dog like this before. Sometimes I'll catch him staring at me and I get chills down my spine. I love my dog, but sometimes something is off about him. A few times I've caught him watching TV on my bed and he gets upset when I turn the TV off. He also doesn't like pictures being taken and gets angry when I point the phone at him. One time he snapped at me for taking this picture. See below. Can anyone help? You've really painted a fucking evil picture for this dog, dude. You painted a really... Look at that fucking... Which luckily, these pet psychics on the internet, you're lucky that people were able to respond. Which we have a user by Book of Black Dreams. That's a good psychic name. Which he said, a long time ago when I was a kid, my former stepfamily was deeply into traditional witchcraft. That is a crazy first sentence, all right? I was told that familiars are animal bodies possessed by the spirit of a demon or a human. My stepbrother told me this story about going to another witch's house and her dog was sitting at the table eating human food and appeared to understand every word. In which you responded, do you think my dog could be a familiar? I got him from Craigslist ads, so maybe his previous owners dabbled into witchcraft as well. He's not dangerous, do you think? You motherfucker, you threw the fishing pole out there, didn't you? The look in his eyes is so intense. I don't feel like his spirit is malicious at all. I'm getting that he's been through a lot and he just wants to have a low-key, relaxing life and he appreciates you. As a medium, I definitely believe it's possible that our soul can incarnate into a human or animals, even fractions of our souls. I think his soul is very masculine and it actually gives me chills to see how human-like his eyes are. Whole girl's getting fucking bricked up over here, huh? It's like you're looking into the eyes of another person, so I totally understand what you mean. I do not think this is anyone related to you that has passed on to the other side, but a wise spirit that is reincarnating on a different path than before. Ooh. That's kind of fun. A very serious one at that. You guys are meant to cross paths. You have been through some shit and will continue to experience life together. You've been through some shit. What have you been through, Nick? You've been through some stuff? What is she right on that? Is her psychic abilities, is it really...
Spot on.
Oh yeah? Oh, I've been through some stuff. I like how someone just said no. Here's another one that says, I just found this injured moth. I'm trying to help it. Would anyone be able to help me with asking it what it needs once right now? It very much has a will to live. It wants to fly. It's like the moth actually does not want to die. Perhaps let it rest safely and comfortably and provide appropriate accommodations for it to be able to leave again when it wants to. Thank you so much. Is it possible to ask if it would want to take it back where I found it? I could also bring it to a nice park and plenty of flowers. God, dude, Jesus. I would take it to the most beautiful park and I'd put it on the prettiest little flower. If I was a pet psychic, I'd be like, dude, I already put it outside. It'll be fine. I urgently need help with this person. I want to know why he does what he does and how to stop it. The fuck? Can someone please help? He is walking on extremely thin ice, and this is my last resort. I've tried everyone else. Are we the picture of the cat just like, it feels like the person's like taking the photo and they're like, Okay, God, fine. Could you please share more? What do you mean he's walking on thin ice? That's pretty good. Even the mediums on that one, even like the fucking tarot card readers and shit, they're just like, what do you mean he's walking on thin ice? He is extremely aggressive. 98% of the time he's okay. 98, but that 2%. I'm desperate to find out why and to get through to him that this is not okay. If he carries on like this, he'll be euthanized. God, holy shit. If he carries on like this, I'm going to kill, he'll be put, I'm going to throw him in little cat gas chamber and he'll die. Never in my life would I think I would consider this, but it is out of control. He lacks for nothing. I like how the medium's like, I'd like to help, but a behavioral change this extreme sounds like it calls for a thorough medical checkup. Even the like pet psychic's just like, you probably need to like actually get some fucking real help for your cat here. If you're so like, he's got to be euthanized. I like it's like, instead of just being like, I can't anymore, please just take him, maybe someone else will adopt him, they're like, he has to be put down. This beast is just too evil to be left alive. Feel a unique connection with this stray. Was this cat meant for me? Like I was just a cat behind a fucking trash can. The cat's like, I've been out here for days, please let me inside. Hi everyone. This stray was annoying to me at first, but yeah, like I looks outside, there's like, goddamn cat. But something told me to give him another chance. I saw him laying down in the leaves and something told me to sit down and try to befriend him. With some catnip and food, it worked. That's strange. That's strange that catnip and food helped. There must be some kind of weird spiritual connection between us. Last night he came again and we spent about 30 minutes just sitting near each other. Sometimes exchanging stares. Okay, I feel like we're getting kind of, okay, we're getting into some like weird rom-com territory. She's like sitting next to him. She's just like, I decided to name him Hades. If that helps to connect a little better. Black cat named Hades. You know what? I don't like the name. What I got almost instantly was an image of flames and fire. Wow. I'm not sure how to interpret this. If I should be interpreting it at all. It's like flames reflecting in her eyes. Not sure if it's a metaphoric fire within or that he witnessed a literal fire. I know this sounds crazy, but I think my cat is sending me his symptoms. What? My cat has a mystery illness that the doctor has yet to figure out. I have been having pain in the areas he is supposed to be sick in. I don't know if it's all in my head, aka sympathy pain, but I wonder if it's possibly that someone, it's him telling me what's wrong. Okay, first off, not crazy at all. Psychic. I often feel psychic pain in my body when communicating with a pet. I call it psychic empath. Hell yeah. It's such a great skill to have. Congratulations. You're dying because your cat has stomach issues. Have fun with that. You're so lucky. Congrats. Thanks. I just wonder, how am I supposed to explain to the vet how I know what he's feeling? Lol. Lol. Right? I felt like people are talking, they're being vulnerable, they're putting their dogs out there, so I wanted to put my dog out there, Tugboat. I have a basset hound named Tugboat. I have a couple of dogs, but we're just gonna focus on my biggest piece of shit dog. His name's Tugboat. I love him, but I hate him at the same time. Hopefully people can sympathize with that. This is the picture we This is a picture we used of my dog sleeping. He was extremely comfortable and he was snoring so fucking loud. It was obnoxious. We had a full-blown flashlight in his face. His eyes were like open and he still wouldn't wake up. He was like, he was so, you think it was a night we gave him like some bacon or something too. He was just like knocked the fuck out. And then also we have, these are two beautiful stages. You have Tug and you have Tug in his passed out, cathartic state, and then you have Tug when he's contemplative. How nice. His shaman state. The Tug, he has some problems, he's a dick, essentially. So yeah, we sit here, I said, hello, pet psychics. I want to know if anyone could get a read on my beautiful ornery boy, Tugboat. We call him Tug for short. We have 2 other dogs in the house, plus 2 cats. We're in a new space. It's been a year now, and he's always kind of been like this. The main problems are he shits in the house when he knows he's not supposed to, and he even has ample time outside. Motherfucker spends 10 hours outside, and he'll come in and just squeeze out a fucking log on the floor. I fucking hate it. He also eats my wife's underwear and has damaged her retainer twice, causing her to buy a brand new one, and I have to reform her mouth. Ugh, Tug. Tug. When you're on the couch, he will also jump up and stand on top of your thighs, spin around, and take the nastiest fart imaginable right in front of your face. It's such nasty work. You can taste in your tongue for hours. Tugboat. So what I need to know is this. These are the 2 questions I posed. Is he human? And should I start treating him with more of a human-like punishments? What kind of that? Am I grounding him? Or whatever? I don't know. Is he mad at me? If so, what is he mad about and how should I correct this? He says you don't pay enough attention to him. He says, I don't want to keep putting my life in jeopardy, but you need to start paying attention. And get me to the vet. I want to be checked out. What? What are you talking about? Okay, hold on. I don't want to say that there is no animal abuse happening in my house. We have a whole fucking farm. We love our animals. But this deal, you don't pay enough attention to me. Fair, right? I would say, you know what? Sure, I work a lot. Maybe I need to give more attention to my boy, right? Bring him up to the studio. Let him rock around. Okay, and I only got one fucking comment on the whole thing. Well, I mean, I'm kind of like bummed and ashamed that there's not more people willing to actually, I guess, come in. Which, out of all the amateurs, fine. We're out of the amateur hour, right? But then we go into the professionals. People book sessions with professional pet psychics that could be up to $550 for a session with an animal communicator. These pet psychics look to unravel behavioral issues, to learn about preferences for end-of-life care, and when the time comes, to make sure their pets are enjoying the afterlife.
All right, Laura.
Okay.
What are we gonna do?
So we're gonna talk to Mikey, who's in spirit. He recently passed away. We're gonna see what he has to say. Okay, let me get him.
Which here we have our first professional, who is Sonia Fitzpatrick, which I want us to look at this video here.
I'm Sonia Fitzpatrick, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, if you love animals, you're going to find this channel extremely exciting.
Oh my God, that's the whole video.
If you love animals, you're going to find this channel.
Sonia is the most experienced and trusted animal communicator in the world, okay? And she's British. Ew, ugh! Sonia claims to have telepathic abilities since she was a child, allowing her to communicate with reptiles, birds, and animals of all kinds. Fitzpatrick was born with a hearing loss and didn't speak until she was 5 years old. A fucking loser, dude. She claims it's because of her hearing loss that she began working on talking to the animals around her childhood home telepathically. What I like how the parents are probably looking at her like smoking a cigarette, like, I don't know, let her talk to the dog. Like, I don't fucking like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Just fucking, I don't have time to fucking talk with her, eh? Probably not the best bet. But she stopped speaking to animals for a while after her father turned 3 of their pet geese into Christmas dinner. Oh no. Daddy, where's the geese that I've been talking to? I want to have a good time with them. We need a fucking dinner.
Do you think she heard them screaming in pain while they're...
Well, yeah, she's probably upstairs taking a nap, and then, yeah, telepathically you just hear... When she moved to New York, word spread that she could help people reunite with their lost pets and also correct behavioral issues, which she has a book here that says, What the Animals Tell Me. And that is the creepiest photo, like, cover. Like some weird, this has to be like a 90s book, right? Late 90s or whatever. And in 2002, she had a show on Animal Planet called The Pet Psychic that ran for 3 seasons. God. Oh my God, that title card, that is...
I don't like the hand.
The hand is like reaching out to what? But then also, I don't like her fucking blue lip. She looks dead. Like, imagine seeing that night. It looks like she's like leaning into you while she's sleeping. And she's just like...
You want me to talk to your pet parrot, don't you?
4.8 out of 10. That's not bad. For trash TV, that's not bad. At 84 years old, one of Sonia's biggest claims to fame is that she diverted a herd of elephants away from hunters by using a picture. In 10 days, they took Fitzpatrick's path and made it to safety.
I took a herd of elephants away from being hunted just by using this picture from a copy of Zoo Book from 1994.
Sonia currently takes private 30-minute readings for $300. Not bad, dude. Not bad. She also has a $200 course on her website called How You Can Communicate with Your Animal. Dude, I bet it's $200. Why not? If you're even a skeptic, I feel like $200. You can throw $200 at it, right? Next up, we have the pet psychic, who is Laura Stinchfield. Laura grew up on a 14-acre horse farm in a small town in New York, and as long as she can remember, she says she knew what animals were thinking and feeling. This led Stinchfield to become an internationally renowned pet psychic. Stinchfield uses telepathy to speak to animals, the deceased, and the disabled.
Wait, disabled people or...
That's what I'm saying is... Okay, hold on. Is she trying to say that she can speak to animals and mentally challenge people? That's not what that means, right? She's saying that she could talk to horses and mentally challenge people.
They're on the same caliber.
Moving on from that. Move on. Move. Get the hell out of here. The last professional we'll talk about is Nikki Vasconez, who's a former lawyer turned pet psychic. That feels kind of like, you know what I mean?
It's the most scummiest profession.
It's like the fucking scummiest profession being like, well, like this would be a lot easier, and they do another scummy profession. She was featured in the Wall Street Journal and charges $550 for a reading. I feel like that's just like the market cap. $550 seems like for a premium like that feels like the premium content. That feels like that's the go-to. Here's her going rate for animal readings posted from her website. So we have here, it's $550, which is an approximately 75 to 90 minutes duration. Entirely depends on your animal, and 1 animal per session, living or deceased. I do the session on my own time, utilizing the photo you provide. After the session, you'll promptly receive the full audio recording, allowing you to listen to the entire conversation. Veskina said she became an animal communicator in her 20s when she first learned of it after hiring one for herself to work with her own dogs. Okay, that reads definitely like she's like, oh my god, this shit's fucking stupid simple. You're charging how much? Currently, she has a wait list of over 7,600 people. Over 7,600 people are in a wait list who have already paid. So just off her wait list right now, which it could be different, it could be more people now. Vasconez has made $350,000 off people wanting to get some kind of peace and closure from their dog. I might have to take a little fucking crack out of the Vasconez book and start doing some animal psychics as well. Pet psychics are, from what I can tell, at an amateur level, I think that it's probably delusional people trying to do the right thing from a good place. Professional psychics feel like people who saw a very easy path and are, dare I say, scamming the people who are looking for just a little bit of peace in their life. And if you're one of them and you believe in the pet psychics, I wish you all the best luck in the world, and I hope your pets are doing very well. And I say that for everyone else. Everyone else watching, I'm gonna do a nice healing seance, so put your dog up to the screen right now. Or your animal. Any animal you have, put up to the screen. Peace to you, my little furry friend, or my little animal friend, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And once again, thank you for watching. Take care, y'all. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Maybe your dog's ripping up carpet in your room over and over again, and then every other day you come in and say, "Hey, my dog, I have to take him to the vet because he keeps eating all this carpet, and I keep having to watch him take it out of his asshole over and over again." Maybe you could be the guy who's standing right behind the camera right now. I don't know.